Okay, hello and happy new year. It is 2017. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. A new year calls for a new you, doesn't it? A new us, a new future. I'm so excited for a new year. It is just something about a fresh, clean slate that gets me so excited. And I'm sure it is the same for you because there is something about that ball dropping and exploding and the fireworks and the music and the song and the crying and the kiss and the champagne. And oh, it just really signals an end of an era and the beginning of a new one. So 2016, we thank you for the lessons. We thank you for what we experienced. We thank you for the personal growth. We thank you even for the challenges of this last year because we know that they set us up for a 2017 that's going to rock our worlds. I cannot wait for all of the things that I underwent in 2016 to show up in a bigger, better, bolder way in 2017, whether that be from, the character enrichment that I received, whether it's from the hard lessons that turned into strength of courage, the celebrations I had in 2016 that gave me confidence for what's to come in 2017. I hope that you can thank 2016, whether it was good or bad, for the lessons that it taught you. And now we can look forward to 2017 and don't think back at all to what didn't happen in your Mary Kay business or in your life last year. Think only forward. We're going to think new thoughts in this new year and create new habits to have a new life. Many of you have commented on these Google Hangouts in the past that I always did them in my bathroom because that was the only place I could get away from my kids. And oh, by the way, no, I was never sitting on the toilet. Come on. I have a little bit of class. But if you can see, I am doing something new tonight. I am not in my bathroom. And so, sometimes we just have to break out of old habits and do something new. And so I wanted to surprise you that I'm not in my bathroom tonight. So hope you enjoy looking at the sofa instead of the shower head or the towel bar, whatever it was you see in those other shots. But anyway, I'm just excited for a new year. And there is no bigger announcement in my mind than celebrating a brand new sales director in 2017. Already, we have our first brand new sales director of our future national area for 2017 coming out of the gate January 1, Megan Loffer. And she is an offspring sales director of senior director Sarah Fraser. And she's out of Wilmington, North Carolina. And I'm so proud to introduce her virtually to all of you. Many of you know and love Megan. If you don't follow her on social media, go and like her page, become friends with her, add her on Instagram and Snapchat and all those fun things because Megan is a champion. And I would never steal her thunder or steal her story. So hopefully next week we'll have Megan all prepared and lined up to be able to share a little bit with you about her journey, not just her journey in Mary Kay, but her journey in life because it is astounding. She is so courageous. She is so persistent. She is so determined. And she is so kind and so funny and so beautiful. And you will love getting to learn from yet another sales director now in our future national area family. She makes the number 8 sales director. You are so blessed if you're a consultant in one of our units to be a part of this family that we are growing because the women and the caliber of character and integrity they represent is off the charts. And so congratulations to you, Megan, and congratulations to your super senior, Sarah. And I'm just beyond excited to celebrate with you in New Orleans as we all, the sales directors head off to Leadership Conference next week to just gather together as leaders in Mary Kay and be trained and mentored by nationals and come back full of inspiration and ideas and confidence to pass on to you, our beauty consultants, so you can have your best year ever and step into a leadership position in whatever capacity you choose through your Mary Kay business, whether it might be just a red jacket, which is a strong leadership position at that very first level of huge leadership responsibilities at your local success meetings, and your national starts to know your name when you become a red jacket, even though all of you have an amazing national who knows your name probably already. But she'll know you even better because you'll be coming to her home for star events and going to her suite at seminar for pizza parties. And red jackets are super important. Maybe you want to earn a career card this year. That's another level of leadership because at that point you've got 14 team members You have, a lot of customers who are going to be demanding your time and attention and reordering from you and making you a lot of money and getting so happy with their Mary Kay skin. And then there's the sales director position. And maybe that's something that is for you in this new year. Maybe you've decided that you've made your list of resolutions, and one of them includes quitting the job that you're in now because it's not bringing you joy. And in fact, it is probably decreasing your joy in your life. So if that's you, maybe you're ready to think about the sales director position. I'm so proud of our DIQ from the Joyful Noise, Amy Stewart, who's going to be our number 9 sales director in this future national area that we're building. She is just, excited for a brand new year. Amy is passionate about Mary Kay. She's passionate about enriching women's lives, which is the mission of Mary Kay. And so she will be joining us as a DIQ in New Orleans and getting to rub elbows with the directors and the NSDs, and she will come back on fire. So we'll also have to have Amy come on one of these hangouts in the future and share her experience at Leadership Conference as a DIQ with you. So Amy, I'm so proud of you, so excited to have you as a DIQ in our unit, and I can't wait for you to debut. You guys, Amy's already decided that she's going to wear blue jeans, and I'm going to wear blue jeans at her Mary Kay director debut. That's just the kind of funny personality she has. So cheer her on and pray for her as she and her team start to build their future unit and get ready to debut on the career conference stage. I'm not sure if we have any other future area DIQs. We don't have any that I know of, but that means there are positions available in all of these units. So rise up, girls. It is 2017 and it is time to do this thing. So I wanted to share with you some interesting statistics that I learned recently as I was reading a news magazine that I read all the time. So listen to this. The average American household income, average is the key word in this whole article. The average American household income is $50,500. Okay? And that's with 2 income earners in the average household. The average American retirement income for people after they're done with their careers is $31,742 a year. Not much to live on when they've been used to making $50,500. The average American monthly car expense, not including fuel, not including your gas bill, is $450 to $560 a month, average. The average American auto loan debt is $30,738. If you're not a numbers person, hang with me. This is going to get interesting. If you are a numbers person, I know your hair is standing on end right now. The average American debt per household is $225,238. That includes student loans. It includes your auto debt. It does not include mortgage. It includes credit card debt, hospital bills, medical debt, etc. Insurance. It does not include a mortgage. 59% of average Americans have less than $500 in their savings account. Can you imagine what I just said? 59% of the average Americans have less than $500 in their savings account. So after reading those statistics, I thought to myself this question: what do we have to offer to put women above the American average? What do we have to offer women to put them above those average statistics? Because I feel, honestly, you guys, some of you know I'm an IS personality. I meaning I like to party. S meaning I have a deep need for safety and security in all areas of my life. Safety and security. And if my financial picture looked anything like these average American statistics that I read, I don't think I would sleep at night. Like when I meet a consultant who joins Mary Kay and she says, you know, I'm so stressed, we're so strapped, I'm just trying to help my spouse, I'm just trying to alleviate some stress from our lives by doing Mary Kay, we need money. I understand now after reading these numbers. They totally shocked me. And I thank God every day that I had this Mary Kay opportunity that was paying me for the time I started it equal to my ambition. I've always liked hard work. I've always been an energetic go-getter. I've always been somebody who stays up late and gets up early and loves to work. And Mary Kay pays me equal to that ambition. And so I've never had to be in these kind of scenarios. I've never had to be in this no man's land of average with over $250,000 in debt, only bringing in about $50,000 a year, and having less than $500 in my savings account. If that were my financial picture, I would feel stressed. And so I just want to say, if you are part of this average, we have something to offer you. Mary Kay has something to offer you to put you above average in 2017. And going one step further, you have something to offer others to get them above average in 2017. And what we have to offer you is not just the Mary Kay opportunity, not just the Mary Kay product line, which has had a 53-year track record of success, of people loving our products, of quality, of integrity, of beautiful packaging, of being on trend, of loyalty, brand loyalty. People love this stuff, you guys. We don't just have that to offer you. We don't just have the opportunity that will pay you limitlessly in direct proportion to how willing you are to work. What we have is this sisterhood of people who are doing it all around you. What we have is not just the Mary Kay opportunity, but what you are doing with the Mary Kay opportunity. You have that to offer. I can offer you what I am doing with the Mary Kay opportunity and how it has afforded financial freedom for my family and my children. I can offer you, what my offspring sales directors are doing with the Mary Kay opportunity, what my mom is doing still after 35 years in the business with the Mary Kay opportunity, what her best friend, Debbie Moore, after 39 years or 40 years in the business is doing with the opportunity. My point is, this isn't some pie in the sky business plan or opportunity that we're talking about. This is real life work that we're doing with real life women in our lives, selling a product, making a profit, giving great customer service, taking a reorder, managing a business, reaching goals, setting new goals, earning money, and passing it on. And so we're doing it, and we just want you to come and do it with us and alongside us and be a part of this family that encourages each other to strive towards their next biggest step, towards their above average life. And I can tell you right now, as a perfect example, Megan Loffer, brand new sales director as of January 1st, would never in a million years have had the confidence or the courage or the belief or the faith that she could become a leader or become a sales director in a company like Mary Kay or earn the kind of income that's available for directors, drive a career car, become above average with all of the debt and all of the bills and all of the things that she has going on in her life, as we all do, if it weren't for Sarah Fraser. If it weren't for Sarah, her senior director now, her friend, her mentor, her buddy, her coach, locking arms with her. The difference is between Megan and all the other consultants in Sarah's unit who haven't yet become directors, even though Sarah's poured belief into them and trained them and offers events for them and, helps them as best she can. Megan decided deep down, I'm going to be above average. She made the decision. She decided, I'm going to do this. I'm not just going to listen to what Sarah says. I'm going to go out and make it happen. I'm not just going to offer the Mary Kay opportunity. I'm going to offer what I'm doing with the Mary Kay opportunity, a piece of myself, my passion, my pursuit, my activity, my guts to the world, my gifts and talents. I'm going to shower those down on anybody who comes within 3 feet of me, and I'm going to pray for the results to be there as I lock arms with my director. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, oh my goodness, be like Megan, start the doing and not just the talking, right? My last offspring sales director, my newest, Betsy Suggs, she said, 9 months ago, you said something on a Google Hangout that stuck with me, and it was the reason I started doing my directorship and living out my life and not just thinking about it. She said, you said one simple thing, more talky-talk, more walkie-walkie, less talky-talky. More walkie-walkie, less talky-talky. And I want to encourage you in that. So I wrote down this thought as I was reading this article about being average. A breakthrough requires a departure from habits that most people live by. A breakthrough of average requires a departure from the habits that most people live by. And what I mean is, it's another way of saying you become like the people you associate with. If you're looking around at all these average people in your life, and you're seeing the habits that they have and you're copying them or you're doing the same things, well, you're going to remain average. A breakthrough, to do something new. If you really are serious about 2017 being a turning point in your life, to say, you know what, 2016 was more of the same. I didn't get what I wanted out of it. I learned, I grew, I take the lessons. I thank you, 2016, but I don't ever want to see you again. And I don't want to end up in 2018, the same place that I am right now on day one of 2017. I want to grow. I want to be out of debt. I want to be in a more fulfilled. I want to make an impact. I want to reach the top of the mountain. I want to feel more confident. I want to bless more people. Then you're going to need a breakthrough from the average. You're going to need a breakthrough. And a breakthrough requires you to stop doing the old habits and try something new. So, for example, stop sitting in your bathroom to do your hangouts and try something new and go out by the couch, right? So, you have to just stop doing the old things and start doing the new things. And so what are you willing to start? That's my next question to you. What are you willing to start? On Thursday, our national sales director, Kathy, is going to lay out for us in the Power Up Call a new challenge to do 100 faces. Not just any faces, new faces, people you've never put Mary Kay products on ever before. So you can't go back to Aunt Susie and Jane and LaShawn, your neighbor. You have to do 100 new faces in 100 days, as challenged by Kathy Halou. Now, talk about a new habit to break out of the average. There are not any average Mary Kay beauty consultants doing 100 faces in 100 days. You will be above average. You will set yourself apart if you decide to take this challenge and run with it. So I want you to not miss the Power Up Call on Thursday, because she's going to lay out in detail the strategy that it's going to take for you to complete this above average challenge and start your above average year. Now, the other thing that I wrote down about being average is something from the article that they said is that average people, these are all about average people use 10% of their true potential. 10% of their true potential, which means that 90% of their potential is left unused, untapped, unseen. And I'll never forget, my mom gave a career conference speech one time where she talked about literally like the afterlife, like you pass away and God is standing there and he ushers you into heaven and he takes you into this room where the sky is just so high you can't even see, and the walls are filled with all these presents, and there are all these boxes just wall to wall, as far as you can see up, as far as you can see wide, as far as you can see deep, and all these gift boxes are wrapped with bows. They're gold glittery boxes with bows on them, and they're all closed up and wrapped so tight. And God brings you in to the room and he says to you, you say, God, what are all these gifts? And, and he said, these are all for you, or they were all for you, but you didn't take the time to believe in me. Your faith wasn't big enough. You never got to unwrap them. These were the things I had for you, that the gifts and talents, the opportunities, the missed, chances that I had for you that you just weren't willing to step out and open. You didn't trust me that I knew what was best for you. And so you didn't get to open any of these things. And I just thought, wow, what a picture, what an analogy. I never want to be that way. But when we live in our comfort zone in the land of average, doing habits that we've been doing forever because we're too afraid to do something new, we might miss out on the best gifts and the most beautiful things that God has for us in our life. So don't get hung up on the how-to of whatever it is that you want. Just dream big this year. The how-to will come. I wrote down in my notes, release the how-to. Just get there. Do it. Give the world your Mary Kay opportunity. Show them is what I mean. Show them the Mary Kay opportunity. Sell the product. Do the faces. Follow up with the customers. Wrap the customers' orders. Drop things off with the extra touch and the extra hustle that it shows to be a female entrepreneur in today's world. And don't get hung up in the how to. Get there, and then you'll figure it out. Move forward with desire and with belief, because staying average is miserable. It is just totally miserable. And you can see financially, it's never going to add up. Staying average is never going to add up to a life of financial freedom with choices that you can make to bless people, to give to charities, to take your family on trips around the world, to buy and build a dream home, to whatever it is that you want, help an aging parent, pay for college, pay off debt, whatever, medical bills. All you need is an aiming point. All you need is an aiming point for what you really, 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 really want. And that's called a goal. We talk about it in Mary Kay, left and right, up and down, back and forward, a goal. What is your 2017 goal? And then don't get hung up on the how to get there. Just get in motion. Do the 100 Faces in 100 Days challenge. Take Kathy Halu's advice, because it's been said, only take advice from somebody that you would trade places with. So don't take advice from anybody besides Kathy, because I think we would all trade financial and otherwise places with Kathy, right? So getting a clear picture of what you really, really, really want is going to be one of the best things, because then unseen forces, I wrote unseen forces, come and rally to your support. And what I mean by that is not just the Holy Spirit, but God himself. I think that God gives us our dreams. And I think when we write them down, when we begin to put one foot in front of the other in faith, unseen forces, miracles start coming out of the woodwork. People that you never expected to come through for you will come through for you. Books that a friend will send or you'll get in an accidental book exchange will start to speak to your life and give you that next moment of insight that you need in that very second. It's like, I don't believe in The Secret because I don't know enough about it to say I believe in it, but it's like almost like God puts things in life in motion to help you get where you want to go when the dream is really from him. So I believe unseen forces will rally to your support. What do you risk by not going for above average? What do you risk by not going for above average? Well, you risk mediocrity. You risk always being in the average financial position that most Americans are in today, with $250,000 in debt. Do you want to go to your grave, meet Jesus with $250,000 in debt? I know you don't. Do you want to have less than $500 in your savings account and feel like you're waiting with bated breath every time, you get in your car, hoping and praying that nobody hits you or that your wheels don't fall off because you can't afford to get your car fixed? Like those types of things. Do you want to live that way? I know you don't. Do you want to risk getting to the end of your life and saying, oh my gosh, I didn't even unwrap half, not 90% of the gifts that God had in store for me. I only lived 10% of my potential and I left my music unplayed. Oh, I know you don't, but that's what's risked if you're unwilling to do something new and break out of the mold of average, the mold that you've been in. And, we've talked about this before too. It's not just that you're risking things for yourself. It's that you're risking the people's lives who are attached to your dream, to your success. For example, had Sarah Fraser decided to stay average, because she wouldn't mind me saying this, she spent a little while in the land of average as a sales director. And then she got her mind right. She figured out what she really, really wanted. She went after the dream that God put in her heart, not the one she thought she was capable of doing, not the one based in fear, the one based in faith. She quit her full-time job that paid her well, that she was comfortable in, that was average day for her. And her spouse, it wasn't just her making a decision for herself. She had a spouse to consider and think about. And when she did, she broke out of average. And Megan was the second leader who was attached to her dream. The first was her very own mom, her first offspring, Cheryl Cox, who has this whole second stream of income ready for retirement when she stops teaching after a lifetime in the school system. She has a career already waiting for her. So her retirement income is not going to be that $31,000 average. It's going to be much, much higher. See, because Sarah broke out of average, she allowed Cheryl to break out of average, and now Megan is on her journey to break out of average, and so many more people that will be to come. That's what Sarah would have sacrificed if she would have not made a change, started new habits, if she would not have gone after her dream. It's what you're doing with your Mary Kay opportunity, not just the Mary Kay opportunity. That's what you have to offer women to help them break out of the average. Sarah offered them not just the Mary Kay opportunity, but what Sarah was doing with the Mary Kay opportunity. Being debt-free, building wealth for the future. I put pursuit is active. It's not passive. Desire alone won't deliver you a new year. Desire alone will not deliver you a new year. Action, pursuit, activity, 100 faces in 100 days. Not worrying about the how-to, just figuring it out, asking enough people, saying yes to training opportunities, saying yes to showing up for your business, getting off your computer and into people's homes, around their tables. The online opportunities with our business are vast, but the results are little. The face-to-face opportunities seem littler, because we think so. We've told ourselves that lie, but the rewards are vast. And let me tell you something, it is a lie. The face-to-face opportunities are vast if you're asking for them. You know, one of the reasons that people don't have enough face-to-face appointments is because they don't ask for face-to-face appointments. They text people, or they ask them to come to a Facebook group online party. If they would ask them to get together face-to-face, they would have more face-to-face appointments. And that's what it's all about. We are in the business of skincare. You have to see somebody's face to be able to get them on great skincare. I really feel that way. So more face-to-face appointments. Passion is an important part of your process. And you fuel your passion with activity. I said this on the $1 Million Message last week. You don't get motivated and then work. You work, and that's what motivates you. So take, I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. Totally out of your mind. Take it out of your words. Take it out of your mouth. Take it out of your heart. I don't feel like it. Well, do you feel like staying in debt forever? Do you feel like staying at a job that doesn't appreciate you forever? Do you feel like missing out on all of God's best for you? I don't think you do. So don't say, as you go through this month of January, or should I just say this first week of January, don't say, okay, it's Friday night, I don't feel like making booking calls to make sure I have guests on Saturday. Just eliminate it. Eliminate that bad habit of average, because it could be a killer. Protect yourself from doubt and uncertainty with the Word of God. That's how I protect myself personally from doubt and uncertainty. There are so many things in my life right now that could cause me to feel uncertain, to cause me to feel unconfident, to cause me to feel doubt. But you know what? I don't let those things have power. I trade those negative thoughts for the truth of God's word every day. You know what? I have my Bible with me right now. I take it everywhere because I need it. And I know I could have a Bible app, but for some reason, there's something about these pages, looking at them, that helps me digest the information. I'm a pen and paper, tangible, tactile kind of person. Technology gets very lost on me. I really almost wish that I didn't have it in my life sometimes, because it stresses me out. But the Word of God gives me life. It gives me courage. It gives me confidence. It gives me inner peace. And so I encourage you to get a Bible if you don't have one, and read it. Start with the book of John and just read it, because it will empower you and give you confidence to build your dream life in 2017. If you don't have one, just text me and I will get you one. I would be honored to get you a good new Bible. Protect yourself from doubt and uncertainty. Break free of your average. Are you willing to give up habits that are comfortable for you in order to have what you really, 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 really want in 2017? I hope that you are. And like I said, if I can encourage you to just do one thing, it's to take Kathy and Debbie up on their challenge to do 100 new faces in the next 100 days, because there is no better path that you could take towards your above average life than starting with 100 new opportunities to meet a woman face to face, build a relationship, share a product, make some money, and offer her the chance to do it too. So there you have it. Happy New Year. I love you. I am so grateful to be a part, a small part, a big part, any part of your Mary Kay life. And this past year was a good one for me. It was hard. There were a lot of mountaintop moments. There were some valley moments, as I'm sure you had. And I know I've shared those moments with so many of you. We've gone through ups and downs together, but I really just feel a fresh wind from the Holy Spirit for 2017. I know that it is going to be a year of growth. It's going to be a year of movement. It's going to be a year of fun, and it's going to be a year of above average for all of us. So come with us. Come with me as I live out my Mary Kay opportunity for you to be attached to my dream. And I want you to live out your Mary Kay opportunity for all the people who God has planned for you in this year to be attached to your dream too. So God bless you guys. We'll be back with another family hangout next Monday at 8:30. And until then, Happy New Year. Bye.